All right, Stephen, when we check out the defense, combining these three components, as we've discussed during the offseason, talent, experience, and previous productivity, you put those three together, and it could be just a vintage Alabama defense. But, of course, they got to go out there and do the work now and get ready for Miami.
This is a chance to be a very scary unit on that side of the ball. And the entire offseason, the main question has been, is Alabama back? Is Bama back elite on defense? Is it marquee on defense? Is it special on that side of the ball again? I go back to SEC football media days. Among the first 5 to 6 questions too, for Darian Mathis, our 50-year senior on the defensive line to Alabama, was, "Hey, big man, how's the defense looking? Is the defense back? Is it back to its standards? Is it back to being the elite?" Those were among the first 5 to 6 questions to for Darian Mathis. And he basically stared at the camera and said, "Just watch us this year. We're back." So you look at this group, you look at this team under Pete Golding. Coach Golding, there's a sense of urgency with him, Mark. He thoroughly understands that there's a huge standard at Alabama in not giving up just a whole bunch of points, even though the game has changed, the structure has changed, everything tends to favor the offenses in college football now. But Pete Golding, in a very animated way, was speaking on the main reason why he took the Alabama job, the main reason why he said yes to Nick Saban, is to come coach a defense that can be number one in the country, not just number one in the SEC, but number one in all of college football. So he understands you've got to keep teams out of the end zone, whether it's tightening up on first and second down, finishing plays on third down, creating turnovers, stuffing the run, sacking quarterbacks, whatever it has to take to keep teams out of the end zone. They have to get that done, and also communicating better across the board when it comes to getting the calls made on the field. So this year's defense has a chance to go back to the Bama groups in 2009, 2011, 2016, and 2017. And it just starts with the sense of urgency that Pete Golding is bringing as he enters his 4th year in the program, his 3rd year as the primary play caller.
I got to think it's a little bit early for Miami talk, but did anyone say anything about the Canes?
I mean, Bama's been breaking the film, on Miami. I remember John Mechie at Media Days spoke on how exotic their defensive packages are with Manny Diaz as the head coach, how they like to pressure and get after the quarterback and throw some different defense stunts and looks. Nobody has really spoken on the Miami offense just yet, but knowing D'Eriq King as a mobile, dual-threat, explosive quarterback, he's going to bring some things to the table, especially on the edge, and trying to create and get yards and trying to get chunk and huge plays on this Alabama defense. Manny Diaz is somebody that loves taking shots, that loves to be aggressive, so I expect to see that happening. But as far as breaking down Miami's defense, there's been quite a few Bama players very much so intrigued by what they do on that side of the ball.